Greetings, metal community, and welcome to my black metal list of the year. Starting this as hopefully a new tradition to have the black metal list on Christmas Eve or whatever you call this day. I'm not a Christmas guy, as you were aware, so I'm not big on this. So why not shoot a cool video with some evil music? In the background we were playing Scene Will Falls. I did show this in an unboxing video not long ago. I will link it up below so you can go and check it out. Great album, but it didn't make the list. Kind of a little bit too fresh. I will show 3 albums there first as well that are potentially list material, but I just got them in or haven't listened to them enough to justify putting them on the list. I've ended up with 15. I could have done 20 because there was a lot of great black metal this year, but and you know, this is my list. It's lacking a lot of stuff that I've seen on other lists, so but if you have albums that you mean that I should check out, or I might have missed them, or I just don't like them, or the price has been too high so I haven't picked them up, but yeah, first of the honorable mentions is Cultum in Internitum from Poland, I think. This is Sacrum Funeral. This is great. I would call this cavernous black metal because it's very deep, low. It sounds like the vocalist is standing in a well and, you know, screaming his lungs out. Very dark and miserable, heavy, thick black metal. Very, very like evil black metal, I would say. Only problem, I just played the vinyl once. I listened to this a couple of times on the digital format, but yeah, here's the inner. Kind of the drums are a little bit high, or the kick drums at least, but it might just be me. And there is the lyric sheet. So yeah, I will link it up below, as I will do with all of these, so you can go and give it a listen. This is killer. I mean, I love the previous album, so I'm pretty sure this will be a killer album. But as I said, I haven't played it enough to justify a list placement. Same goes with the new Primordial. Not gonna talk much about this because a lot of you, I really like most of this stuff. That's 2 songs that I said when I talked about it that haven't clicked with me. I haven't gone back to it yet, so I don't know if this will grow, but at least the first side here is top 10 material for sure, so might change my mind on that later on. And also this one, I got it in 2 days ago. I haven't had the time to spin it more than the first 3 times. I really like it. I do think they have kind of gone, or the Funeral Mist guy has kind of taken over a little bit here, and this album has a lot of Funeral Mist, as my good friend Ole said to me when he had listened to this a lot and loved the album, but I need to spin it more, so that's why it's not on the list. So yeah, starting with the list, this will probably shock a lot of people because this has been praised over and over again, and it's been very high on a lot of lists. So I have it on place 15 on my list. It's Hellripper, Warlock's Grim and Wither Hags. And the main reason why this is so low, it's not... There's fantastic music on there. There's great riffs, great vocals. I mean, everything is actually very great. But this is a style of music that I really struggle with. I can't listen to this every day because that kind of... When it comes to black and speed and black and thrash, I need to be in the mood for it. So that's the reason why this is down on 15 placed. It's not kind of to, you know, talk any shit or anything. I mean, it might as well. I mean, if I had been in a mood when I made this list, it could have been on the top as well. But well, not on the top because it won't beat my top 5 any day. But yeah, it's a great album. Killer riffs. I do like the kind of speedy heavy metal thing that he has going on, and also kind of the black metal stuff is black metal riffs are great. So a lot of killer stuff going on here, but kind of for me it's a album that I need to be in the mood for, and therefore it's just on place 15. So sorry to all you guys who love this album, but that's my list. Another one that's kind of, what I would say surprised me is Hell Carnation, with transgression of a manical darkness. Yeah, something like that. Killer, again, Polish. There will be a lot of Polish black metal on this list, as Norwegian as well. But yeah, just a killer album. Just to make this a little bit short, if you like Samuel Blood Ritual, go and check this out, because it is in the vein. It's not a copy. It's just the same feeling. I did get the same feeling. It was my initial thought when I put on this album, was kind of, wow, cool. This is towards that type of black metal, and it's fucking awesome. Killer album. Could have been higher on the list, but as said, I think this list is awesome. Then we have 13th place is Ekrom, or if you kind of read it backwards, Mørke. Uten Nordics Formidlelse, great Norwegian black metal. Kind of, it doesn't really sound, it's out on Edge Circle Productions, also a Norwegian-based label, which is cool. This poster. There are some kind of hints here of Swedish black metal as well, but yeah, it's just a great kind of overall slightly primitive black metal, but it's not. You kind of have the modern touch of it as well, but it's really well rooted in the early to mid 90s black metal in Scandinavia, you could say, but mostly Norwegian. But yeah, great stuff. Yes, for the most part English titles or lyrics on here as well, so I do prefer my black metal on so-called native tongue, but doesn't matter. Great album. I haven't played this as much as I should, but I do have played it quite a bit. Next one is a killer album. There's members from US, Serbia and Czechia, I think. This is Oculus of Temples and Vultures. This is killer stuff. It should have been top 10, but it wasn't any room in my top 10 for it. So, I mean, all these albums are top 10. Album is just, could have done a top 5 and had 5 spots, but musically this is it's a little bit more deathy. I wouldn't call it black and death metal, but it has a little bit more heaviness to it, a little bit more deathy vocals, but not there. Musically, especially the kind of lead guitar is like bone chilling, more like Åkres. It's pretty aggressive album as well. But yeah, if you like Åkres and stuff like that, you should go and check this out. There are not. It's not as aggressive and bone chilling throughout, but it's a killer album, and I do love this bands that have this kind of the I wouldn't say melody line, but leads going over the bass riff and or basic riff, and yeah, I managed to do that perfectly. Also, kind of a little bit Suffering Hour riffing here as well. So yeah, just a killer album. I've not played this near enough times, but I would say 10 plus times I've played all these records at least. So, but yeah, this could also have been top 5. Then we are on 11. This is Efra Enshika or whatever you pronounce this shit. I don't know. Let's see if you can zoom in on the... Oh, come on, bastard. No, forget about it. 1000 vultures waiting to be fed. Killer album. I played this also quite a bit lately, especially when I got it. It's just kicked in. This was recommended to by some of the guys, I think, over at UK. Told me this is a UK band, so yeah, absolutely killer. More modern style, I would say, more towards Igreja, but not as aggressive. But it's in the same of kind of a modern type of. Sorry about that. Modern type of black metal, but yeah, really, really good stuff. So if you haven't heard it, go and check it out. As I said, I can't pronounce the name. Yeah, then we have the top 10 of this year. It's again Polish, Mānbryne, killer album. Really cool picture there, but yeah, this is well packed. It's out on Territory Possession, and you know they are always killing it with the stuff that's in here. A lot of cool pictures with the snake and all. Lyrically, I have no idea. It's in Polish. I don't know if these guys had both English and Polish lyrics. Yes, they have. So I haven't read the lyrics yet, but you can, because they have been kind enough to translate it to you. Not very black metal to be so kind, but yeah, killer stuff in the vein of Mgła. I would say very Polish sounding black metal. It's a little bit more aggressive, like faster in general than Mgła. It's not so atmospheric, but yeah, killer album. Especially when I revisited this a couple of weeks ago, it really kicked in. So might need some spins to get it into your system. And we're going to Iceland. This is, or was, a supergroup. The name is Solan Varma. I think it's sun without kind of warmth or something like that. It's double vinyl. This is, as I said, it's a project with a lot of, you can see, a lot of musicians from the, you know, the Icelandic black metal scene. There's a bigger picture of it. But yeah, really good stuff. There are guys from, you know, Svartidauði, Misþyrming, Åkres. I mean, you can name half of the Icelandic black metal bands, and they were probably involved with this. Long album, as I said. All songs are called Afbrigdi, or something like that. My Icelandic is sadly not very good. But yeah, I did see Chris over at Green Saber. He had this on his list, and I really understand it. It has a lot of atmosphere, but it also have aggression, like Misþyrming, and yeah, you kind of get all the scene of the Icelandic black metal is kind of presented in the music here. So fucking awesome album, and also one that you kind of need to play a little bit because it's as varied as it is. Then we have, you know, every year this band releases an album, and yeah, no, it's not black metal, but it's in the realm of black metal. It's of course Enslaved. Heimdal. Why I put it down on 8th place? It's just because I think it's slightly less good than the previous album, but I love Enslaved. I will always have Enslaved high on the list, unless they start to put more saxophone into the music. Gratefully, they have done it, but not on this one. But yeah, great album. I did like the kind of the more simplistic album previously. It was nice to have kind of a break, but this is just pure class, as always with Enslaved. So I don't need to say much about this band because everybody should know Enslaved, and if you not familiar with this band, I mean, it's not for all. Come on. But yeah, it could have been higher. Again, I've played it a lot, but it's just... it's more kind of because I had the previous album higher on the list. I had to put it a little bit lower. Then we have Motstand, out on Duplicate Records in Norway. This is fucking awesome. If you like Krone til Konge by Dødumskar, go and check out this one, because that's basically what this is kind of a worship of that album. It's not a copy or anything, it's just that all the elements are that the sound, the you know, a little bit crazy vocals going on here, and yeah, absolutely fucking love this album as well. And this is one that you can, this is classic material from Norway, Motstand. Then we are going back to Poland with Sodality. There you go. With Benediction, part 1. Short, not short, 4 songs, but not a short album. Always, you know, black vinyl, all these are black vinyl. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to show everything. But yeah, just fucking evil, intense, primitive in a way, black metal, but have this very nice chilly atmosphere. Just fucking brilliant album. I was kind of almost put it on top, but after revisiting last night, it was kind of, yeah, it didn't top the other albums that I have, but it was pretty close to get on top of the list. So killer Polish black metal there. Then we are going to Slovakia, I think. Yeah. Malokarpatan with Vertumnus Caesar. There you go. Yeah. Great, crazy, new wave of British heavy metal, black metal, I would call it. Just very old school occult feel to it. Killer vocals, has this kind of Master Hammer vocals on it, which fits the music. Some really actually progressive melodies here as well, especially the intro is very progressive heavy metal song, but yeah, it's a bit weird, it's a bit all over the place, but it works, it flows very well. The sound on this album is also pretty great. They have struggled with the production previously, I think, but yeah, killer album. Love this album as well. Now, one album that I almost forgot about when I was sitting down and putting the list, but luckily I didn't. It's Askeregn from Norway, Brennende, Åkres, Grøde. Man, this album is killer. Again, grim Norwegian awesomeness. This is also out on Territory Possession, so you get great booklet and, you know, a very cool 2-sided poster. But yeah, fucking hell, this album is so damn good. I think the yeah, song number 6 is my favorite. Mitt hjerte en namnløs grav. My heart is a nameless grave, which is very nice. But everything here is killer. This is a 9.5 out of 10 album. The only thing I would love this album to have, it's a little bit sharp on the guitar, so I can't play it as loud as that I want to, because the riffs here are fucking killer. But bone chilling, primitive in a way, and but it's not like raw, boring 3-grip black metal. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but it's kind of just the base of it is supreme evil. I just fucking love the atmosphere on this album. And speaking of evil atmosphere and Norwegian black metal, it had to be on the list. Tsjuder with this very cool fold out. I hated this kind of pop-up theme thing they did with, you know, the section and stuff, but this actually works very well. Not so childish. Fucking blasty, evil, satanical supremacy. This is, some of these songs are just so fucking good that you just want to mosh pit to them. Really, it's so energetic, and these guys have kind of always been, you know, raw, but they kind of have evolved into, or managed to kind of modernize the sound without losing the core brutality. And yeah, I do love all the songs. 4 of the songs with Norwegian lyrics, they are the best for me. But as I said, you know, when you sing on the native tongue, it just gives you a little bit more aggression. But yeah, fucking ripper of an album, and I'll play this a lot, and I will continue to play it because this is top class. So next one, number 2. When I got this, I was sure this would be my number 1, but yeah, Ruïm. Seen a lot of people talk about it. Black Royal Spiritism, and something behind that where I'm not gonna try to pronounce. Out on Peace Will record. If you don't know this band, I'm sure you do because it's been talked a lot about it. It has a well-known blasphemer on previous Mayhem on done most of these stuff. This sounds like kind of a missing link in Mayhem's discography, before Esoteric Warfare and All That Cow. There should be this album. Just fucking killer riffing. It is very Mayhemic. I mean, you have the sound. If you like Mayhem, you definitely would like this one. But yeah, just a fucking awesome album. That it would have been interesting to see how this. I think this even would have get more praise if it was saying Mayhem here, but it's his own band or his own songs, and not to be rated in anything else. But this is kind of would have fitted very well into the Mayhem discography. Absolutely banger of an album. So much, variation and everything. So yeah. Oh damn. So number 1. From Spain, Voidescent, with Dust and Embers. Just a ripper of an album. Kind of more modern sound in a way, but it's has a very evil feel to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just fucking awesome album. My favorite track, I think, is. I mean, it's all. They have some kind of synth or whatever in the background as well, just to kind of create a certain atmosphere. But yeah, a fucking killer album. You have to go and listen to this. I can't really describe it good enough, I think. I just fucking love it. Every time I listen to this, I just kind of, how damn good it is. And it's kind of it's not perfect. It's perfect production for this music. You have to have a little bit raw production on stuff like this. You can't have it too polished. And none of these albums have a polished production, but it's just kind of this fucking. It feels so massive, kind of sound without being a massive sound. If that makes any sense, probably not. But yeah, go and check it out. I love the cover as well. It's just kind of tells you what you're getting. Infernal. It's not that it's super blasty or anything. It's just a fucking feel of this album, and that's black metal for me. It's the feeling that you get when you listen to it. It's just fucking right, the right feeling. So yeah, that was my list of black metal this year, the death metal list, and I will probably do a heavy metal, thrash metal list as well, because I actually picked up quite a bit of those genres. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what albums I should have checked out, or why some of the stuff is not on the list. As I said, it might be that I haven't bought it yet, or I haven't, remembered to pick it up. There's many reasons. I mean, stuff costs quite a bit now to get hold of as well. So, and there's a lot of albums that could have been. I had a lot of albums between like 15 and 20, but I just didn't want to do a too long video, and 25 minutes is long enough. Hope you all have a good holiday. I don't care about Christmas, but enjoy whatever you're doing, and have fun, and play some evil music today. Vi hörs.